episode of the Protect You podcast is sponsored by Game One. Looking to elevate your game? At Game One, we come alongside your team to provide custom uniforms, apparel, and equipment built for performance and delivered with unmatched service. Plus, our online team and fan stores make it easy for athletes and parents to get custom gear anytime, anywhere. Visit game-1.com today because your team deserves the best. Welcome on in, everybody, to another fantastic episode of the Protect You podcast. I am Jake Wilson, as always, alongside the man, Jay Mickens and Jay. We have another jam-packed episode. I am so excited to get into this one because not only do we have more trips, more offers coming in for members of the Protect You crew, but we have some big-time announcements, and folks, none of them get bigger than another live commitment and another live announcement here on the pod.
Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. Another great day to be on the Protect You podcast, third episode in a row that we're getting to have. Right, someone come on and make their commitment announcement live. Another crew member. Right?
Absolutely.
We talk about all the offers, but this young man that we're having come on, man, is just special because us being a part of the whole journey. And I can't wait to get into the deep conversations of it all, to where things weren't looking in the way that it should have been looking, right? Because the talent wasn't matching, the offers and the attention that this young man should have been receiving. And now we're here. Now he's got schools fighting all over him, baby. Hey, started from the bottom, now we're here.
I think to your point, Jay, this is the almost like storybook, perfectly written out journey for how we want things to work here at Protection United, where we're talking about taking somebody that had been flying under the radar for many of these colleges and then getting them to ping on so many highly recruited, highly sought after places in partnership with, as we've been talking about, that Protect You Trinity.
Right, exactly. No, and that's the thing too. I mean, and that's why it's so crazy, because this young man lived in like Wyoming or North Dakota, South Dakota. He'd be the number one dude walking around the whole state, right? And we can add probably another 10 states to that list. But when you're in the great state of Texas, right, and this state is just oversaturated with so much talent, right? You got to find a way to make sure that you get your just due. And let's just say that this young man is definitely getting it. And I can't wait to get him on the pod and get him on here to make that big announcement, because he's got some schools. Mama wanted all 17 schools on the ground. I was like, whoa, Tamika, 17? Like, all those guys got a chance? She was like, well, I'm just proud of my baby.
Absolutely. Hey, it's very understanding why you would be proud of this young man. And so, y'all, without further ado, please welcome on into the Protect You podcast, composite 3-star, Fort Bend Travis wide receiver from the 2027 class, Cayden Williams. Ethan, welcome on into the show, man.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Hey.
It's going great, man. We've been looking forward to this one ever since you talked about wanting to come on the pod to make this big time announcement, man. We've been so fired up to have you. So thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
My guy, E-Dub. So first of all, before we get started, how pimp is my studio?
And man, it's fire, not gonna lie.
It's fire.
You got all the posters, trophies. Nah, it's real nice. I ain't gonna lie.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I always ask that question because some of my friends tell me I was dumb to forfeit my man then to put a podcast.
Nah, it's way better. Not gonna lie, it's way better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm like, if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be outside anyway, kicking it out there. Right. So why would I just want to sit inside here and have a TV with a couch?
Yeah.
So I did right.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you like it. All right, America, you heard him. So you like every guest that's come on here, Jake, has agreed with me that I did right.
I say, look, it may just be me talking, but I think it was worth it.
Okay, I think so too, man. We got a sponsor, Game One. Big shout out to our title sponsor.
Exactly.
Right? They're excited. Hey, they're watching. They're watching.
Shout out to them too.
Hey, yeah, I know. Hey, we might get you an outside endorsement deal with them.
Yeah.
You're with that, aren't you? Like an armband, E-Dub.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That would be sweet. All right, cool. Game One, y'all heard that. I'll call the suits and we'll get that going.
Yes, sir.
Well, either way, folks, we know that there are a lot of people watching this one. Highly anticipated interview coming on here. So, Ethan, we do really appreciate you coming on because, like we talked about, man, you were very much the prototypical, I guess, recruit in this growing NIL world where so many different things have been changing. So many things have come into play where you're talking about having to adjust on the fly, essentially, where the recruiting journey of old is not the way that it works anymore. And I'll start off this first question by saying that in the new world of recruiting, we know that social media is key.
Yes, sir.
Your ability to market yourself in the digital space has to be essentially second to your play on the field now. And with X being that big time resume builder for college coaches, can you talk to us a little bit about some of the instant success that you saw with partnering up with Protection United from the social media aspect?
Yeah, I mean, X matters so much nowadays. Like when I first joined y'all, I had 0 offers. I'm kind of like finding like my way out in like the recruiting world still. Came off a pretty good junior year, but I was just kind of looking for that first offer still. When I joined y'all, like I didn't know like how much like Twitter mattered, honestly. Like just getting 3 posts per day. I didn't like post my food until like I joined y'all. So like just things like that, really matter to me. And just like joining y'all, I kind of just changed from me going from 0 offers to like being here today and like announcing my commitment. Yeah.
Yeah. And isn't that wild, bro, that people like care about what you eat? Like, did you ever think about, man, people want to see my nutrition?
I would never thought.
Did you think we were crazy as hell when we told you that?
When I first saw nutrition and kind of like what food you eat, I was kind of like, who cares, honestly? But it makes sense because like coaches telling me like, hey man, I see you posting, salmon and potatoes.
Right.
It's real good. So like it truly does matter.
Right, exactly. And then, we're gonna have a future teammate potentially of yours, right? Depending on where you go, the announcement in the room, his body's like a guy. I mean, it's just 0 body fat on that young man. But as you can see, right? I mean, the process and all the things, it was almost like a crazy chaos of organization, but we got there. But you brought up about, not having offers, right? So, what was that feeling, right? Because rising senior year, you're in January, you balled out your junior year, no offers, frustration. And then at the top of it all, you're seeing all your teammates, because we got a lot of cats that we rep before Ben Travis. Big shout out to Principal Sarah. She lets us come on campus when we like, and I appreciate that. She takes the chains off the door, right? Opens it up for us. But you see your teammates, you see the frustration, right, coming in where they're getting offers, they're getting their just due, and that you're just as good as them. So take us through that moment of when you went from the frustration of having 0 offers to the excitement to where you're sitting now with 17 with, let's just be honest, there's going to be more offers to come.
Yes, sir. I mean, it is hard being overlooked at first, just coming off a good junior campaign and kind of just like sitting there in January and being like, why me? Like, why do I not have any offers? Seeing my classmates, get all these like stars and rankings and offers, and I'm just sitting here with nothing. I mean, it's easy to like say, why me? But instead of just like keeping your head down and, just like feeling sorry for yourself, you can just be like, why not me? Why can't I be the guy, getting the offers? And then I continue to grind throughout the season and the off season. And, now I'm sitting here with 17 offers, thank you, God. And, I'm just truly blessed to like be in this position.
Yeah. And I love that answer, by the way, right? Because believe it or not, brother, there's a lot of people watching this pod. It's summertime, right? There's like 12-year-old, 13 or 14-year-old, young men and women that, want to hear these things, right? So, thanks for, sharing that, with us. What role, right, did mom and dad play? Jake brought up the Protect You Trinity, which we like to call, right, the main thing was the talent, right? Yes, we know that if you didn't have any talent, we wouldn't be on the podcast with you, right? That's just being real, because it's a business now, right? Then, of course, what we do here at Protection United, but then that third piece is that support system, right? So talk to us a little bit about, collectively, what did mom and dad do for you during this journey?
Yeah, I'm truly blessed to have 2 supporting parents that'll do like anything for me. It's just truly a blessing. Just them always having my back, them supporting me to like all my dreams, like never telling me no, and like them always supporting me like throughout everything I want, like just from a little kid, like them knowing my dream was to be a NFL player, play collegiately, and they supported me like throughout all these years. So they never they always have my back. They always ushered me up, they always made sure that I was straight.
I love that, brother. And now, right, we talked about them as a unit, but me, because I'm just nosy, like I want to know, right? Give us the individual, like give us what was something that your dad has done, as an individual. Big shout out to Ronald, by the way. I'm hoping you're watching, sir. He had to work, right?
Yeah.
He had to work. Project managers can never get off work.
Yeah, busy guy.
Yeah, real busy. So he done got no PTO?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
I got it. Okay, anyway, but talk to us though about Ronald and what role he played and all this.
Yeah. I see my dad as like my muscle, honestly. Like him supporting me as far as making me go to workouts, him like just making me get there every day, making sure I'm putting in the work, staying on me every single Sunday, making sure what I'm doing for my workout regimens, what I'm doing as far as just just honestly making sure just like I'm the best athlete I can be. And that means so much to me because him going through, everything he's gone through has meant so much to me as far as like him still providing and not giving up on me. And that means so much.
I love that. By the way, he's watching. Jake just showed me on the YouTube. Hey, he wrote up there.
That's a live chat. That's a live chat.
Hey, he literally said that. Yeah, what did he say, Jake?
I'm definitely watching.
Hey, that's my guy, man. Hey, he held us accountable too, right? He gave us some stern talkings on those Zooms because he wanted to make sure that we were doing best for his son.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Hey, but you know what? I'm here for it, right? Every time he hit me with, hey, I'm big on return of investment. So that's why I like calling him Mr. ROI, right? Because that is his nickname, because I know he's on it. Sir, I hope we're making you happy. Now, let's roll over to mom. Like, talk to her about what role did mom play?
Man, my mom, my mom just makes sure my head is on straight all the time. Just making sure I'm sitting up straight, knowing who I am, staying humble. Again, like on my grades, she's a principal, by the way, so she's always on my grades. She's always on me as far as being a good man, good character, and it's just the love she brings. Tough love, most definitely, but the love she brings is something unmatched.
Bro, you just made so much sense right now for me about your mom being the principal, because you ever been around somebody where they're always smiling and they're so nice and they're so positive? Like, you leave a conversation feeling like a better man, right? Because everything's so positive, but you could tell that it's something inside that if you don't make her happy, that something else would come out, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen that side of mom?
Most definitely, too many times count.
Yeah. And you probably are jealous because all her students have never seen that.
Never.
Only Ethan's got to get that.
Only Ethan, yeah.
Only Ethan, right? But no, seriously, I mean, your mother Tamika is an amazing woman, and once again on those Zooms, right? I mean, always positive, but once again, you want what's best, you know, for her baby, right?
Always taking notes too. She's always got that notepad.
Oh, no.
Something down.
I know it, but it all makes sense now because every great principal is going to always take those notes, right?
Yes,
always take those notes, and so awesome. Well, no, appreciate you sharing it with us.
But then I'll also got to point out too, she always ends those Zooms by giving you some sort of love, some sort of hug, always some sort of embarrassing moment to cap off those Zooms, man. But it comes from a place of love because your family, as I'm sure, is incredibly proud of you. I mean, the live chat has been talking about how the extended family members, your aunts, uncles, grandparents, they're all incredibly excited for you, man, because this has been a very long road to get to this point.
Yes, sir.
There's been so much investment and so much hard work to get to where we are now, Ethan. But without further ado, man, the stage is yours. Where will Ethan Williams be taking his talents at the collegiate level?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to start about thanking God, thanking my family, my friends, everyone that supported me like throughout this whole journey. Just being overlooked all these years has truly helped me like remain humble, stay down, keep my head down, keep working. So without further ado, I will be committing to the University of North Texas.
Yeah.
Green.
Yes, sir.
That's
Congratulations,
awesome.
brother.
Awesome. Say, Ethan, congrats, man.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Get it out. It's okay. Hey, go ahead, unzip. You got something underneath?
You got to do it.
You got to do it. Oh, there it is.
Yes.
There it is. Hey. Oh, look at that, man. Big shout out. I know North Texas is watching.
Yeah, shout out to everybody from North Texas, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, we essentially have 4 coaching staffs that are sad right now. So they probably just left the podcast. Appreciate y'all watching. But we got one staff that's still watching. Right? North Texas is still watching, right? They're still watching.
Oh, yeah. We're seeing lots of Eagles, lots of mean greens in the chat right now. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And Ethan, I know that they're all incredibly excited because they know that they're getting a dog coming out there to play for the mean green. And from your perspective, man, just can you talk about how good does this moment feel for you?
Yeah, it feels great. Just like having a dream and turning it into like a reality is so surreal. Like just me being a little kid and just having the dream, and then just me turning that into real life. It's just so crazy. Like all these years putting in the work, not worrying about who's getting what and stuff like that, and just worrying about my path and my road. And that's why I'm here today.
Absolutely. And I mean, I'm from the North Texas area. I know the Denton area very well, and so I know that's a beautiful campus, a beautiful town that North Texas is situated in. But can you tell me just a little bit of what your thoughts are on what were some of the separating factors that made North Texas feel like home to you?
Yeah. For me, like watching what every coach was development, culture, and pretty much, yeah, that was two main things. So just Coach Brown, being so hands-on with the wideouts, him playing wide receiver himself, and then me seeing that on my OV, just the love they showed me. Shout out Coach Mac, shout out everybody from the UNT staff. Just them being different from the rest. They offered me first back in January, and since then I don't think I got one. I look, didn't miss one call, one text from UNT. They called me every week, made sure I was right, and they weren't worried about stars or rankings or none like that. They knew that I was a dog, and they believe in me.
Yeah, so wanting to build a real relationship with
sir.
you, right, man? And that's the biggest thing that we try to tell all of our guys here that we rep at Protection United is that don't go to a school that just loves you. Go to a school that's in love with you, right?
Yes, sir.
And if you need to learn the difference of that, go ask mom and dad, right, what that means, because if they are in love with you, they're going to believe in you. They're going to be there for the good times, the bad times. They're going to give you all the opportunities, right, in the world, right? Not just 1 or 2 reps and then judge you off of that, right? So, you couldn't have picked, a better university to commit to.
Yes, sir.
Now, last question. You've already explained, right, to the world, right, that North Texas is going to get a dude that's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and I like that, by the way, right? I like that chip. I like that pettiness, right? Because it continues to keep that grind going. But why don't you tell the rest of the nation, as well as North Texas fan base, what else are they getting in Ethan Williams?
Yeah, I'm looking at the camera real quick.
There you go. Hey, make eye contact with, and it's your own personal camera. Let them know, big dog.
North Texas will be getting a dog, 110% out of me. No one will outwork me, I promise you. And I will come there with my head down, and I will continue to work. I promise.
Hey, I love that. By the way, Rod Kenny, right? The man, that got us all connected with Fort Bend Travis. He's watching. Love you, Rod.
Shout out to Rod
Kenny. Rod. I love the whole family, right? Great family, right?
Yes, sir.
Mama Erica, we got Dylan, we got Davis. Great family. However, Rod just texted me and said that, and I quote, "Proud of my guy, North Texas getting a real one."
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah, he knows.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows. And good thing about it, you got a whole year left.
Yes, sir.
Senior ball. So now you get to enjoy the rest of the summer. Get to enjoy senior year. No, we're not going to enjoy summer. So what are we doing?
Working.
Yeah,
working. Job's not done.
Yeah.
I like that.
Job's not finished. What's there to be happy about? Job's not finished.
Exactly. Shout out to Kobe. RP Kobe.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I like how you said Kobe too. Thank you for that. Thank you. Jake don't even have a Kobe in his top 5.
Oh, come on.
No, not even top 10.
No, he's in the top 10.
Okay, you said top 5. He's not in the top 5. Can you believe that?
Oh, you tripping? I ain't gonna lie.
He tripping. How you not gonna have Black Mama in the top 5?
Nah, that's crazy.
He's crazy, isn't he?
Yeah. Now goes Braun number 1. Then he's the GOAT.
Wait, who's number 1?
Braun.
Oh,
Braun to go. Yeah. Yeah,
man,
you already know.
Oh man, you don't see this right here. You don't see the MJ symbol.
Number 2. Number 2.
Ethan, don't ruin this interview.
What a way to cap off it.
Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna let my personal bias not affect this interview. Ethan, so happy for you. So excited, brother. And thank you, right? Seriously, bro, for allowing us to be a part of this journey, right? To be an extension of your family. And you truly are a success story that I know that we'll be telling other people for many, many, many years to come of he's an example, right? Of, not only what we do here, but being able to help somebody continue to live their dream by just helping you get to the plate. And then all you had to do was hit the grand slam.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, hit the grand slam. And here we are, right? You get me choked up, Ethan. Stop it, bro. Don't make eye contact with me.
Well, Ethan, again, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here and make this monumental commitment, man. We're very happy for you, and we're excited to see what the future holds for you.
Thank you so much. Go Mean Green. Yes, sir.
And with that, y'all, the newest member of the North Texas Mean Green, Ethan Williams. Congratulations to him, as well as the rest of the Williams family, for this monumental moment and what it means to make your commitment to the next level.
Bro, how awesome was that?
That was fantastic.
Oh, man.
And again,
I'm so happy. I mean, it's just, and that's the thing, man. Like, it's easy for people to just watch the podcast, right? And just think, oh, okay, cool. He made an announcement and then that's it. Because they're not a part of that journey and that grind. And just getting to sit on those Zooms and, we're good judge of like facial expressions, right? Even Mama Tamika had her her $1 million smile on her face, but you could tell that it was emptiness behind that, right? Because the frustration of like, why is my kid not? He does everything right on the field, off the field. We're following the rules. He's grades, no issue, right? Just a great young man, and he's got the measurables. He ain't like he's 5'8", 5'9", like, you know what I mean? He's got everything you want in a receiver. And he's a young man that's not going to get a coach fired, but help him probably get a pay raise. Why is he not, right? And so just to get to see that transformation of all the Zooms we've been on for what, Jake? 6, almost 7 months,
you know? It's about half a year now.
Yeah, you know, it's just so awesome, and I'm so happy for him, bro. And, you know, I'm gonna always be an Ethan Williams fan, so I'll leave it at that.
Absolutely. I'm sure that North Texas is incredibly happy. Again, huge shout outs to everybody that has been tuning in and talking in that live chat. It's because of these types of moments that we're able to celebrate these monumental achievements for our athletes. But let's move on a little bit here.
Okay.
And let's talk once more about more offers that continue to come in for Protect You crew members so that they can emulate what Ethan just did and come on and talk about their commitment at the next level.
Holy cow.
And Jay,
Dog.
I mean, we just keep riding that high, and we just keep going higher and higher, man.
I'm ready for Terrell Williams to hear this. I cannot wait for him to hear this. I know he's a fan of the pod, but he's busy, man. He's coaching. He's got family duties. He can't watch every episode. Jake, let my dude know in the green room how many episodes straight we've had for announcements.
Let's make it now 21 straight episodes where we are talking about more offers coming in for Protect You crew members. And
Dog,
folks,
how many months is that?
That is, I believe we're going past 4 months now.
Yes. Almost 5. No, it's 5 months.
It's 5 months.
Yeah, let's go with 4 weeks in a month. That's 5 months in a week.
And that's something special.
Terrell, we go live every Tuesday, brother. I just want to let you know we don't do 1 episode a month. So, you know, if you need to use that as ammo, T-Dub, there it is. 21 straight episodes.
21 straight episodes where we're talking about more offers coming in for members of the Protect You crew. And it's like we always talk about, Jay, once that snowball starts to roll downhill, it is hard to get it to stop. And some of these guys are seeing that first and foremost. Let's start out by talking about one of the hottest guys in the class of 2029. That is our guy, Ryder Flugents, who they got active over the past weekend.
Yes,
racked up well over 1,000 miles on the car, getting out there and traveling.
Big shout out to Lawrence and Shea. Well, Shea was doing the majority.
You did a lot of driving.
Lawrence had to work. Shea, you were Mama Bears get mad. No, Shea, you did all the driving.
But I think
Ryder can't even drive yet.
No, not yet.
He's not even 16.
But I think it was well worth it, Jay.
I think so.
When we look at the bevy of authors that Ryder Flugents just brought in, we'll start out by taking it over to Athens as he recently picked up an offer from the University of Georgia, rolling deep in SEC country. Let's keep it still here in the deep South, and let's carry it over now to Arkansas as Ryder also picked up an offer from the Razorbacks. Ryder also picked up another offer from an SEC team. This time it's Kentucky. And then last but certainly not least, a school trying to keep Ryder inside of the Lone Star State was SMU.
Bro, you're talking
4
about
big time offers coming in for our guy Ryder.
You're talking about the 2029 quarterback. Hadn't even played varsity football yet, right? But when you're a specimen and you're 6'5", 210, things happen great. And you got an arm. Big boy arm. For the new ones that are watching the show, you're talking about a dad that played inside linebacker at Texas Tech, and mama was a javelin thrower, right, for track and field at Texas Tech. That's why mom says Ryder gets that arm from her.
That arm comes from me.
And then look at that, man. You know, beautiful family, get married, and then they create greatness.
Yes. Hey, when you're blessed, you're blessed. And that's our goal, is to bless those that want to be blessed.
That's true. Big shout out to our dog.
Big shout out to Ryder. Congratulations on these monumental offers, man. Keep it going. Speaking of a guy that keeps it going, and another member of the 2029 class is Zarian Fields, as he also picked up 2 huge offers. We'll start out by heading up north and heading to the Ohio State, as Zarian picked up an offer from the Buckeyes. Man, it may not get any bigger in this current college landscape than Ohio State, but another school that tries to keep the Lone Star talents inside of the Lone Star State, Texas Tech, also shot an offer Zarian's way. Congratulations on 2 huge offers for you, Zarian.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like you talked about, when you're that guy, schools are going to notice you well early.
Right. I mean, and you're looking at the number 1 defensive end in the nation in that 2029 class. Honored to be representing this young man. Mom and dad both served our country, right? Retired vets. And they've instilled nothing but discipline in this young man, and all he has done is dominated, right? I'm glad that we've built the relationships that we've built with these universities where we've been able to send our guys. Texas Tech, they told me straight up, Jay, we didn't even know who this kid was until you told us about him. And let's just say that they're in heaven. He went to that camp and dominated this weekend. They didn't want him to leave Lubbock. I'm like, gosh, he's got 3 more years of high school football. Like, you can't have him now. Jeez, let this kid enjoy life a little bit. But big offer for Azarian. And he's racking them up.
Yes.
I mean, he's already got A&M. I mean, to go along with a lot more other offers. I mean, and once again, he's at North Shore. He's going to be starting as a sophomore.
That means something. That means a lot here in the state of Texas.
Right. So let's just say I'm excited, and this kid played freshman football last year.
Yeah.
And then he's going to go right to start.
But I will say,
the North Shore Mustang.
That freshman film, I don't know if I've ever seen Chase as fired up to go over freshman film as he was when talking about Azarian.
Terrell, look that kid up. Azarian Fields, watch his film. The first 2 highlights is all you need to watch.
But either way,
he's nasty.
Yes,
nasty.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations to you, Azarian. Let's keep it in the Big 12 as we talk about the next member of the Protect You crew picking up an offer. This time, it's TJ Stinson as he picked up an offer from Oklahoma State. Hey, we talked about the North Texas coaching staff. They're all up there at OK State now, and TJ looking like he might be a potential plus for that Cowboys program.
Exactly, man. He's one of our leading DBs in that 2028 class. And TJ's proven to the world that, hey, I'm a dude, right? And you look at him, man, great shout out up there. Love the pig, love the, Oklahoma State, wanting to be the first one, right? And it's funny, I was at Utah this past weekend. We'll talk about that later in the show. But, I told them, and they told me, hey, man, we love TJ, but we're nervous about his height. I was like, well, guess what? Oklahoma State's not. And I showed them the offer. Guess what? Utah's going to get close to offering. Because that's how it works, baby. Keeping up with the Joneses. Hey, if you offer, we offer. And let's just say this is just the beginning for this young man that, once again, he's got 2 years of high school football left, right? And everybody knows here at Protect You, we are also DBU.
Yes.
So you're DB. You might want to come here.
And Jay, you know what? Speaking of DBU, let's move on over to our next guy. Other than Dawson Duke Campbell, as he also picked up an offer. This time it was Army and the Black Knights shooting an offer his direction. We are incredibly happy to see Dawson continuing to pick up some solid steam on the recruiting trail, man.
No, I love that. And once again, Dawson's just another great example, right? We talked about Ethan being that poster child on the offensive side of the ball, but Dawson would probably be our defensive side because, he's at Mag West, right? A school that doesn't really get recruited a lot. They haven't, as a, a program, have a lot of success. And you and I both know in Texas, Jake, you got to go deep in the playoffs to really get that recognition you need. So, with us having Duke here and doing what we've been doing for him, with our Done With You package and managing all 3 of his social media platforms, now look at our guy. Yep. And because the talent was always there. We just needed to get him in front of the right audience to perform. And so happy for him, bro. Yep. Cannot wait to get him on the pod, dude, and talk about his journey and all the things, but so happy for my guy.
And I know Pops is really happy, too, to see his son continuing to pick up some steam on the recruiting trail. Very happy for the entirety of the Campbell family. Let's move now over to a very recent addition to this script and one that we only saw last night. But, hey, when you get those offers, you get the shout out on the Protect You podcast. Chance Green picked up an offer recently from Howard Payne University. Congratulations, Chance. Again, we're super excited to, again, start that process going. Let's start getting more and more of those offers coming through, and let's see where this goes.
Exactly. And I'm so happy for Chance, man. I mean, his name is Chance, and he said, just give me a chance, right? And I love what he's doing. I love how, his momentum is starting to pick up, as well, because once again, he's just in that same boat with, a handful of our guys where they meet every check box, but then the height. And I'm thinking, continue to recruit football players. Recruit football players. Don't recruit measurables. Recruit football players. And then also, Jake, on a quick side note, I want to give a big shout out to you, man, because you're proof that we don't just sit on offers, right? We're not 21 straight weeks because we're intentionally sitting on offers and said, like you said, this came through last night. We were done with the production of the show and the script. You could have easily been like, I'll push that to week 22. No, we keep it real here to Protect You podcast. We don't sit on offers,
Nope.
right? We like to organically, because they can go fact check us too.
Exactly.
Right? This isn't like the old school barbershop where Checker Fred is in the corner making up some stories and you don't know if it's true or not. Internet exists now.
We keep our receipts, man. We keep
do.
our receipts.
We
And
do.
so every single one of those offers that come through, if it comes through Tuesday morning before we go live, there may be a last second edition to make sure that thing gets posted up on the pod. But either way, Chance, congratulations for you, man. And then last but certainly not least, another young man that we are incredibly excited to shout out here is our guy, Marcus Myers, as he has also picked up some more steam on the recruiting trail, this time starting out with 2 offers.
Yeah.
He picked up Wheeling over the last week. Congratulations on that offer for you, Marcus. And then he also picked up Thomas More. It speaks volumes to continue to see. He's up to 5 offers now.
Yeah.
That once those offers do start to come in, no matter how small the school may seem,
Right.
those offers matter because everybody is watching and listening into everybody else.
I agree. And I mean, and you know, he's our only client we have in the state of Ohio, right? And you know, love, you know, what's happening up there for them. And, you know, these universities, you know, I know Wheeling, right, which is in West Virginia. And you know, he's got an opportunity to not only go to one of these schools, but to actually like play instantly, right? And so Marcus has always been a hard worker. So cool how you find and connect with people, right? You know, from all over the nation, and you know, could not be more happier than Marcus. And I know mom and dad are probably at the house just smiling, right? They just can't believe how things are working out, because that was once again somebody that just didn't know.
Exactly.
Didn't know if they could trust us, didn't know. We're all the way here in Texas, right there in Ohio, but glad that things are working out for our guy.
Absolutely. And I'll take another little side piece here to talk about it. This is another example of a young man that has so many great measurables and he has such great talent. I mean, he was second team All-State.
Yeah.
But it takes a platform and it takes something special to get a name out there to continue to elevate and talk about these guys consistently, because somebody's got to eventually hear you. Somebody will eventually see you. And that's the true strength of what we're doing here. And it's because of that we're able to so easily celebrate yet more offers coming in for members of the Protect You crew. Another thing that we got to talk about when it comes to the Protect You crew is birthdays. We got to celebrate the birthdays whenever they come through. And we had, again, I think our social media manager, Carlin, she talked about how this is one of the most active months she has ever seen.
I know.
For birthday.
Hey, first of all, I'm just going to throw this out there. Like, there was a lot of parents that were in the mood.
What was going on?
What was going
9 months?
Right, 9 months before this. And it's different years, but like, I mean, what is 9 months from June?
October. October.
So that's Halloween, Mom. I don't know. I ain't got no June babies.
Either way, we know that we continue to see more of these pour in, and so we got to celebrate each and every one of them, y'all. Let's start out with the young man that made his commitment just last week here on the Protect You podcast.
She's letting us know Ethan's birthday is June 30th, so we're going to have some more birthdays coming up. Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
Well, y'all, let's talk about Joshua Banks as he celebrated his birthday on June 18th. Happy birthday to you, Joshua. And then...
Well, hold on, before we jump off, I mean, this is our Texas Tech commit.
Absolutely.
And he was just on the show, made his announcement last week.
Yeah.
And he gets back-to-back weeks of love. Happy for our dog.
Happy for you, man. Happy for you. And then... another incredibly hard worker and a young man that has a chip on his shoulder. We're talking about Jack Emerson, as he also celebrated his birthday, this time on June 19th.
QB1, baby.
That's the man right there.
Killing it at Blends.
Say we're very excited to see what next season is going to offer for you, Jack, because we know that you have a lot to prove, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you, man.
That's right.
And then last, but certainly not least, we got to talk about the staff birthday that happened over the weekend.
We got a staff member?
That we do,
All
man.
right.
That
Who
we
is
do.
this?
It is, of course, our guy, Logan Mahoney, as he celebrated his birthday on Father's Day on June 21st.
I mean, look at that backdrop.
See, that is picturesque.
What do you think? Where do you think he is?
Man.
I mean, what kind of lake? Is that the lake that Prince was in the waters?
Lake Minnetonka.
Yeah, Lake Minnetonka.
We say
Purify yourself
in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Lake Minnetonka. Like, is that something?
Ball game.
Yeah.
Blouses.
I love it. Hey, Logan's he's in this is the green room. Then what do we call that? Is that the beige room?
Yeah, that was the beige room.
The beige room. He's in the beige room watching it and getting to enjoy it. But no, man, big shout out to our talent scout, Logan Mahoney. Love that kid.
Absolutely. And we return to the studio once more because we've talked about, again, not only the crew in the news of guys getting their stars and making their more offers come known to us as members of the Protect You crew, but we also talked about a number of commitments that have happened very recently for guys that, again, they want to make that commitment. They want to make it happen. We saw it a couple of weeks ago with the Vomel family,
Right.
when we had Joshua that was making his commitment to Kansas State, and then another young man that also made his commitment over the last week was, of course, Cayden Williams, Willis linebacker out of the 2027 class. Congratulations, Cayden, on making that big-time commitment. And not only that, but thank you for joining us in Studio Triple J to talk about how big this moment felt for you, man. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Cayden, my God. First of all, man, we got to talk about that graphic, though. So was that AI with the hair, or was that like real? Did you really have it poofed out like that?
No, that was me. That was all me.
Hey, that's a good look. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. That scared me. I'm just being honest with you, bro. If we're walking down a dark alley and I see you coming at me, I'm running the other way.
Yeah, he got bad intentions right there.
Yeah, bad intentions. Like bad intentions. Like, I don't know if you're happy, if you're upset, if you're angry. You got a smile in there too. It's like a rainbow. You know what a rainbow is, when it's raining, but then the sun's out? It's confusing.
Yes, sir.
You're confusing me with that look. However, then you got the lid on with the, bro.
Has to, man.
Great journey, bro. Yeah. By the way, man, been honored to be in your life since you were little buck running around. Like, who's this kid, man? Why is he all around on the field? And look where you are now. Now you're a fully grown man. You ain't little no more. Not little no more, man. Love that you're on here, man. Honored to be repping you as well. And how exciting is this?
That's great. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, sir.
Hey, well, either way, man, we appreciate you coming on, taking the time. And this was another one where when we saw you make that commitment, we were super fired up for you because we know that North Texas is a great opportunity for you to come in and get some significant playing time. But can you tell us just a little bit of what were some of the other things that North Texas really had going that you thought, man, the Mean Green are going to be the spot for me when I go to college?
Mm-hmm. No, when I went on my OV to La Tech, it felt good. It almost felt like home. But I think like that was my top one. And then I went to UNT. And Coach P was just on me. Like, he'd call me like sometimes twice a day. And so that really led into it. And so when I got up there, I just seen the staff and the culture and everybody else. And I talked to the teammates and they was telling me how good Coach P was and stuff like that. And he's telling me like, he going to treat you like your son. He going to coach you hard, but he going to love you at the end of the day and stuff like that. So that's really what brought me into that. Yes, sir.
I love that. I love that because, again, we always talk about these coaches trying to build relationships, and it has to start early. And so I love to see that they were invested in you as soon as you got out there. They wanted you to be a part of this Mean Green program. And that, I know it makes me feel comfortable, man, for what the future offers for you.
Love that, man. And so like, talk to us just a little bit, like, of like the highlights, of your recruiting journey, right? Because we all know how these OVs work. They wine and dine you. Like, dog, I've been on, I think 6 OVs in like 2 weeks. Ashley let me know right out the gate, don't think you coming back in this house eating like a king. Like, I ain't doing all this filet mignon and lobster and all these things and omelet stations for breakfast, all this stuff. Cause I'll FaceTime like, babe, look at this. Like, oh my God, I got all this, right? But I mean, they had to feel good, right?
Yes,
to, do more than just a photo shoot and all of these. But like, talk to us about some of the highlights that you enjoyed, right, on these OVs.
Yes, sir. I mean, just to see of course the campus, but the culture of everybody else. Like when I went to UNT, one of our dinners was at the Motorway Speedway, so I ain't never seen it. So it was really cool.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So it was just like really cool to see different aspects of the town and stuff like that and what they could offer.
Okay, love it.
I know social media Jay is smiling ear to ear when he heard that. Big NASCAR fan.
Bro, he goes and works for free. I'm like, you don't work here for free. How you gonna go work for NASCAR for free? I don't get that. Do you understand it at all? Why he would do that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're not gonna play for free after this year. Nope, not doing that. Man, bro. But being on these other, be like, what other OVs like that did you go on? Obviously North Texas, your home, right? But it's okay to talk about the other schools and what other highlights that you like from those other universities.
La Tech. When I went to La Tech, they're a big
like, I guess, family oriented. So
Yeah.
one of the first dinners was at the Coach Cumby's house,
Yeah.
head coach, and so we had a good time there. Yes, sir. Just meeting everybody, having a good time.
Yeah, that was fun. Did you hear that? That's that Louisiana. Did they play that song? They didn't hit that? Bro, every home game, I wait for that song to come on. It's just that's Louisiana. What do they mean by that?
I don't know. I guess they proud of their state.
Yeah, they proud of it. Yeah. And their gumbo and etouffee and
Say the one game you and I went to, Jay, that had to have been homecoming or something like
it
that.
was.
They rolled everything out.
Yeah.
Etouffee, they had crabs,
boudin
shrimp,
ball.
boudin.
Oh yeah, they get to it.
How you got boudin in concession stands?
Yeah. They made some things shake.
Yeah, that's different up there. But okay. Next question. Dad, right? High school football coach, right? Jalen has told me it wasn't always easy having dad as his coach from 4 years old to 14, right? I think he was happy when I was done. But, your dad is different than me because he's more of a patient man, I feel like. I was more, no?
I don't know about that.
No?
I'm not. I don't know if I don't.
I'm not really hitting them off there.
Guys a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe for what he's shown me. But anyway, dad being a high school football coach, brother, talk to us about, what was that like, having him and the experience and all the mentoring that he did and instilled in you?
Nah, it was definitely great. Sometimes I didn't like it, but it's okay because it got here in the end. Nah, but he always was on me, make sure I got to do the things that I needed to do, workouts that I needed to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like from a young age, I always had to train with my brothers or older cousins and stuff like that. So I always got pushed to a higher level to exceed to where I wanted to be because I told him what I wanted to do. And he was like, okay, I'm going to make that my dream too. And so he made me do the things and stuff like that to reach the level that I wanted to reach, that I said I wanted to reach. So it's definitely a blessing to have that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. And I like how you were being real because at first you're right. You don't like it at first because you don't understand it. And then it goes from not liking it to appreciating it. Right. And being that separator. And I mean, you got one more year, right?
Yes,
of high school football. And I know, the whole family's in the green room, right? You got stepmom Shelly and you got sister Journey in the building, right? They're all here. How has that family support, been for you? Because we'll get to Tyson in a second, but just for the family that's here in the green room, how has that support been for you growing up?
No, it's definitely good. Like throughout the hard times and the struggles, like they definitely kept my head on straight and make sure I was good. You know what I'm saying? Long talks and stuff like that. So it's definitely appreciative to have a good support system to always fall back on, when you need them.
Yeah. And just like, Ethan, right, your new teammate, right?
Sir.
His mom is an educator. So are Shelly and Terrell, right?
can't get away from it.
What does Shelly teach?
I think
She do
like
elementary?
math, yes, sir, like 4th grade or something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I remember like coaching with the Pines, and like I had this little 8-year-old kid come run up on me, and he's like, "Hey, Miss Shelly's my teacher," and I'm like, "Who's Miss Shelly?" Oh, Shelly Williams is your teacher. It was the cutest little thing. So she's still elementary.
I think so, yes, sir.
She don't want to deal with them high schoolers.
That is a different breed to deal with elementary kids.
Yeah, you got to have a different kind of love for kids at that age.
I don't know
right?
how she do it.
I mean, to be around kids all day and you choosing that.
Yeah, no, them
At
kids
least the
bad.
principal can go in her office and shut the door and smile through the glass.
Yeah.
No, Tamika, no. I don't know. You got to deal with them kids too. There's a lot of badass kids out there.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're not one of them though.
Oh, nah. Nah, I couldn't be that.
Yeah.
They owe me too heavy.
Yeah.
No, Cayden, I feel you. Both of my parents are teachers too. They were high school teachers, so there was a different kind of elevation to that, but I get what you're saying.
But I had pops right there.
He wasn't having
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
I remember when I brought Jalen over one day because I wanted Jalen to get his tips dyed. Because when I saw Tyson's tips, I'm like, oh, that's fire. Like, I want to get, and I remember Terrell being like, Jalen, you got to sit still. And I mean, I instantly saw that because he made me sit still. He didn't even make me. He didn't say it. I just did it. I'm like, okay, it is different. And then he had him go work out in the garage to hit the weights.
Yes, sir.
He be on it.
Yeah, he wastes no time.
Is that why you have zero body fat? I feel like there's no body fat on your body, bro. Like when you have your jersey like rolled up and you show the abs, I'm like, you kidding me?
Yeah, hey, I don't know. Hey, in that lab, that's what he called it, the lab. Yeah.
You take it seriously, right?
Yes,
I feel
sir.
like it's gonna be easy work for you when you get up to North Texas.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
that should be a pretty smooth transition, man. Well, I got to ask you, because your journey is very different, because we're talking about the evolution of NIL and how things have really started to trickle down now to the high school level. But your older brother, Tice, whom we also represent here at Protection United, he had to get his college journey going before Protect You even existed,
Right.
where this was something that we had to come in after the fact and sort of help him out on his journey now at Texas State. But from your viewpoint, can you talk to us about the benefits of having something like Protection United working through your NIL contract and compensation before you even got to North Texas?
Right.
What
Nah,
was that like?
it's definitely a blessing because when watching Tice go through his stuff, it was kind of like hectic. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to get through stuff, and it was kind of like a whole like roller coaster with this whole situation. So being able to have Victor on my side and be able to work with Jay Mickens is definitely a blessing to be able to fall back on him and let him do his job, so I can focus on mine to produce on the field. Yes, sir.
That's a great answer, bro, on that. And and I wish we would have started Protection United like the year before, right? For Tice, because um, that situation, right? And and I even when I sent him the text, because we wanted to get his permission, right, to talk about this, because he's a grown man now, right? And so
Right.
never want to get hit with a slander lawsuit or anything, right? You to get my permission, but Tyson's my guy. But seriously, I mean, talking to him through that process, and now trying to help him get through that. But yeah, I mean, to your point, we were not going to let that happen, to you. Your dad was not going to let that, happen to you. And so glad that you chose us, right, to be your representation. And we had a exciting phone call last week, right, when I got to finalize your contract with Ejo, and big shout out to him. I know he's still watching. One of my favorite general managers. I like him, and here we are, right?
Sure.
And this is just the beginning too, right? I think that's what we try to tell our guys too, is that what we get, that's essentially your new floor, right? And as long as you continue to do what you do on the field, off the field, right? Obviously, we know the first 4 games are going to be, so important, and we get to do what we do. You get to do what you do, and that's going to continue to grow to your favor.
Most definitely.
Right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I guess tell North Texas what kind of dog they're getting. I think they probably saw on that photo shoot. Right? But tell them, man, let the nation know.
Nah, North Texas is getting a dog. They're getting a worker. I'm coming to take somebody's spot. That's what it is. Keep it a buck right there. Yes, sir.
Hey, talk about a statement.
Golly. We should end the podcast right there. Nothing we say after that is going to top. Oh, I like that.
And Mike
Drop. Holy. It's a kid-friendly show. You know what I want to say, but no, yeah. You mean that too,
got
don't
me
you?
fired up.
He's standing on that.
Yes, sir.
He's standing on that, man. Somebody's spot will get taken. Good thing there's such thing called a transfer portal. Somebody might need to lead a safety room, a linebacker room, right? So outside linebacker this year, right?
Yes, sir.
New defensive coordinator, running
Yes,
that
sir.
3-3. You're going to be at the Willie?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You excited about that?
Yes, sir. It's definitely gonna be different. Giving me a chance to be versatile.
Yeah.
When I was at Mike last year, then it was kind of like I was just stuck in the box. I didn't really blitz much and stuff like that. But now I'll be able to blitz off the edge, getting cover, so get to see more what I can do.
Okay. You're going to be playing in the State 707 tournament this
Yes, sir,
weekend?
this
Good deal.
weekend.
Hey, we're going to be there.
Yes, sir. I can't
Hey,
wait.
hey,
It's
we
gonna be
got-
a movie.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
Hey, we got the camera crews coming too, baby.
Let's do it.
Hey, we got Vibe coming down, our partnership with them. We got the camera guys. Hey, we're going to be deep. We got like 5 of our guys coming, right? Me, you, Big J, Chase, and
We're
Logan.
gonna be there.
We're going to be deep. So you better show out,
Oh,
dog.
yeah, I got you. Yes, sir.
I love it, man. I love the confidence. I love what you're coming with, man. We appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, sir.
Because we know this is going to be a big one, and we know that you're going to get out there and you're going to be something special.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, thank you again to everybody that has come onto the set. And we'd like to take just a little bit of time here to thank the sponsor of today's episode, and that is Game One. Looking to elevate your game? At Game One, we come alongside your team to provide custom uniforms, apparel, and equipment built for performance and delivered with unmatched service. Plus, our online team and fan stores make it easy for athletes and parents to get custom gear anytime, anywhere. Visit game-1.com today to learn more, because your team deserves the best.
Bro, did you look at that dude in his eyes the whole time?
He
Like
meant that.
he might have been one of the
He meant
first
that.
guests where like I look at him for a second and I gotta look down. Like this, the intimidation. Hey, once he retires from the NFL, I might hire him to be my muscle security guard. Then I can talk all my ish. Say something smart to me, Cayden.
Cayden comes.
Right. No, but no, man. I mean, just another humble young man, another one that, that chips on his shoulder, right? And I love the fact that he was willing to share, what he saw with his older brother, right? And I know how close their family, the Williams family, is, known them for, I mean, golly, boys are 19 now. So, I mean, 10 years, I believe. Met him in, SCFL, Little League football. Tyson's on the wall. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a young guy right there on the wall. You can see the tips that Terrell did for Tyson Jalen leading up to that 7-on-7 tournament that we will get to be at this weekend, right? That we alluded to just a couple minutes ago. Big state 7-on-7 tournament.
Huge.
Jake. Anybody that knows anything about Texas, we love our football to where we got to have it year round.
Exactly.
I mean,
we got to talk about everything. We got to do the big man challenge that we had. We had obviously state playoffs and all that, but now we got to do 7-on-7.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, if you want to come in town, wherever y'all are watching the nation, come to College Station, Veterans Field, right? I got 23 fields there. But Thursday and Friday, Friday and Saturday, right, is when the 6A Division I big schools, right, playing. I mean, all the top high schools across the state of Texas will be competing. Right. And we're blessed to have 6 schools. We got 10 guys or 12 guys through 6 schools, something like that. So super excited, right? Cayden's going to be one of them. And he let us know he's going to put on a show. So I can't wait to watch our guy do his thing.
No, it's going to be a lot going on during that. Some of the best players in the entire state will be showcasing their talents during that tournament. We got to talk about, though, this has been a very active month for travel. Obviously, we talked about we got the 7-on-7 trip that we're going to be taking this weekend. But Jay, you have racked up so many air miles that I think you're rivaling Taylor Swift at this point for how much travel you've been going on, man.
Damn. Not the Swifties. Don't get the Swifties mad at me, Jay. I'm saying, look here, Kanye's still trying to bounce back from that. That happened like 8 years ago.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, although she was sitting courtside for the Knicks game.
That's true. I did see it.
But yes, let's just say that, Ashley's been holding the fort down. I'm taking her to Cancun in July as a big thank you, right, for her allowing that. But yeah, OV season was very stressful for your boy. Tiresome, right? Having to keep my game face on because it's a work trip.
Course,
right, for me. But blessed though, I'm not complaining at all because I got to see a lot of great universities. Got to go and meet a lot of great head coaches. But it was nothing different than going to University of Utah. I had no idea the culture that I was walking into when I landed in Salt Lake City. When you got a team that is 33% Black, 33% white, and 33% Polynesian, Jake.
Yep.
And not just the players, but the coaching staff. Like, man,
that's incredible.
If y'all in the green room, pull your phones up. Make sure y'all are watching it because I want y'all to see like what we're about to show. This is something, in Computer Jesus, if you want to go ahead and start rolling through these photos, right? So because this was also, a two-part. I was going on the OV, but they also wanted to use me for some financial education. Utah's wanting to bring in their own in-house, Jake, basically business center to where they help their students set up their LLC, student athletes. They also are going to be helping them in regards of, knowing when to set up their own payroll, right? And all the things. As you see, Marriott, right, is huge there, right? I didn't know that either. The guys that own Marriott went to University of Utah, so they set up the library. And then look at Huntsman, right? For our guys here in Texas, they know Huntsman quite well, right, because of the oil and gas industry. They named their company, naming rights rather, for the basketball arena. And then look at that. That is the lead singer for the group The Jets. So my mom and them, showing my age, my mom and my uncles and aunts, they love The Jets. You Got It All Over Him. That was one of their hit songs. And I Got a Crush on You. That is them. That was her. Her husband is the running back coach there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So anyway, those are the Rocky Mountains. Look at the snow in June on the.
It's beautiful. The state of Utah is so beautiful.
I see why when people go there, they don't want to leave. And the next thing you know, you're just entrenched in the culture. And then there's the high school where they filmed all the High School Musical movies. I didn't know they did that in Salt Lake City. My driver told me that. I was like, what? It was amazing. But anyway, You come back to us now, Computer Jesus. But yeah, but that was honor. Before you jump in on that, it's an honor, to have the general manager, want to reach out to me, want to talk to me about, when to set that up. He knows my financial background because I tell him, how Protection United started and how we help all of our guys set up their companies. We help them with their bookkeeping. We help them with, 401ks, introducing them to financial advisors to where they can start making money while they're asleep, right? By putting it, investing in money markets, right? Safe stuff, right?
Yeah.
Not the crazy things. And then, of course, our high revenue generating guys, we do have them investing in some crypto and doing some stock market stuff. But, I applaud Utah for wanting to do that. And this is probably one of the first universities that I've actually seen where they want to have a staff that is solely dedicated to helping them, right? So these young men and women don't just blow through their money. And in turn, they have a huge nest egg to where they decide to go in corporate America. They still got a great jump off. If they want to go start their own business, right? They got a great jump off and they don't have to do like what, I had to do in generations before where you want to get married, but then you don't have the money and you're living check to check until you can finally, create that generational wealth. And now with NIL, these athletes have that opportunity to do so. So
it's interesting to point out about Huntsman, which is a big company here in the Woodlands. They just did a merger with Olin, which is another chemical company, a global chemical company. They're creating a $12.5 billion company. Olin also does Winchester Sporting and law enforcement ammunition. But they're going to be headquartered here in the Woodlands.
Wow, in the Woodlands, Texas. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what that means? Utah's NIL just went up.
Yeah, that just went up. I'm sure the Utes are very happy about that.
Yeah. That's going to be easier to recruit out there. When you can say, I can give you X number of dollars against the rev share, but then we can give you a whole lot more with third-party outside endorsements that are 100% for all the Utes. Okay, but we got more to show, though.
Yes.
Because here's the deal. Jake, last night, they did a luau for us. I've never even been to Hawaii, so I didn't know what was expected here.
I haven't either, but I know that things can get real festive when you're talking about that Polynesian culture. Utah, they love it.
Now, when I rolled up and you see that big ass pig getting roasted and that thing just turned, and they keep the head and the eyes and everything.
Yep.
What the hell? and then you see this guy walk up, bro. I'm talking big Samoan, no shirt, got the grass skirt on with a big machete. And that sucker cut that thing and that pulled pork just flew out. Delicious. So good. The sticky rice.
Yes.
Computer Jesus, roll through these videos, man. Because after I already was, this is after I've already eaten. This is when the show began.
You get dinner and a show.
Dinner and a show, Jake. And I mean, and I'm talking, they take it seriously, brother. I mean, look at that. I don't know who those two were, but look at the chemistry of the dancing. Look how eloquent all that is. And it's right when the sun is about to set, too, brother.
It's picturesque.
I mean, and by the way, that's real grass. That's not even turf. Like, I don't know how their grass grows so beautifully out there. Why is Salt Lake City so beautiful?
I don't know, man. It must be something in the air.
Okay, and then that must be mom and dad there. Now they're getting their thing. And look at that.
I love so much about this.
I mean, she got Shakira hips. I mean, shaking it, man. I mean, look at that.
The headdress is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
look at that. So he's a 16-year-old. This dude earned his scholarship. Wait till you see the football. Look at that football. Hey, if you can move like that with a big fire stick, and that's real fire. You could feel the heat, guys. So it wasn't like fake AI fire. That's real fire.
And watch him go to the one-handed here.
Bro, he could have burned his kneecaps off with that. But he kept, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at the skin. Ooh, tell me that's not a pulling guard.
Oh, for sure.
Tell me that dude can't go hit somebody if he can do all that with fire sticks.
Coaches were salivating saying, yeah, we already know where he's coming.
Yeah. It's only one school. Only one school out there for him, and that's Utah.
Oh, for sure.
Showing love.
And then I think we get a little bit of a
look at that.
The stance afterwards.
And then here comes Pops. Look at that. Cayden did his thing now. Look at Terrell. I'm going to show you. I can do it with 2 5 sticks. Holler at your boy. Look at that, man. I mean, look at I mean, bro. So at this time, I'm eating my Kona ice. They did have that.
Of course.
Gotta
have shaved ice.
You gotta have the shaved ice. So I'm just eating that like, man, what the hell? This is amazing. Look at that. Oh, look at him getting it.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Talk about truly unique experience too. of being able to experience what that culture is, and then you got to
Yeah.
flex the stadium.
I know, bro.
That's one of the most beautiful stadiums in the country, too.
And here's the deal: because of the Mormons, right? That is the number one religion out there. They will never let an NFL team come in the state of Utah. So in turn, this is their NFL team. Every game has been sold out. They said for 2 straight decades.
I believe.
I mean, like, and look at the fans just sitting on top. And then of course, I had to get when I got my private tour of the Rocky Mountains. Look at the snow on the backside of that. Just the weather was perfect. Oh man,
it's beautiful.
It is beautiful out there, brother. And just getting to see all that and just, I mean, it was great. You guys have officially made me a Texan now because I've been there since 2010. I ain't gonna lie, I went out there day one. I was a little snobby. It was like, what is this? And I was kind of not being what I should have been. But I left there with a deeper appreciation for just their culture, why everybody loves it out there. And it was amazing. It truly, truly was. I know Utah's Big 12, so of course they're on that level, but it's just different out there. And I highly recommend anybody that wants to go out there, go. If you get an opportunity to go visit that beautiful state, like you should go do it. I know a lot of people like going for the ski resorts and all that, but like go entrench yourself into that culture out there. I mean, just great people. Man, it's so nice, friendly. And here's the other thing too. Salt Lake City has to be the cleanest city I've ever been in. I didn't see one piece of trash. I don't even think I saw like any homeless people. Everybody's just thriving and shining.
That's what it's about. And they're all about it out there at Utah.
They are.
I know they are very successful, and everybody that seems like comes out of that program, comes out of that state.
Yeah.
They're all great people, and they're all incredibly successful.
No, they are, man.
I know that was one of the visits that you were talking about where you were like, man, going to Utah?
I know.
But then to hear you talk about it during the pre-production meeting where you're like,
yeah,
we gotta show these videos.
Yeah, man, we cannot big time Utah like ever again, and I'm wrong for that. But yes, that was the conclusion of my OV schedule, man. I mean, so started out with Mississippi State, right? And then
Mississippi State, you North Carolina,
and then Arkansas, and then Texas Tech, and then Utah, and then I had a couple of other midweeks or like 1 days that I can't mention because it was secret OVs. So you're not supposed to mention the secret OVs. I love these schools that say that.
Yeah.
Even though they got their own 3-rider hiding in the bushes taking pictures. So-and-so's on campus. Please don't write that. I'll give you an exclusive if you don't tell.
There you go.
But anyway, great month. Run for me end of May to end of June, and yeah, man. It was fun and exciting, and I can't wait to do it again next year.
Absolutely. I know this has been a fantastic run. We've been very thankful for all the colleges, all the coaches, and all the general managers that have been inviting not only Jay out there to experience what that is all about, but also extending that same grace to the many members of the Protect You crew. It's because of those relationships that we're able to provide so many great athletes to these programs. And so our heart truly does go out to y'all. Thank you all so much for that. But with that said, y'all, that concludes this episode of the Protect You podcast. It was a great one. We had another live commitment coming in here from a man, Cayden Williams. We had more offers, making it 21 straight now for the Protect You crew members. And then, of course, we had to talk with the big dog, Cayden Williams, about his commitment to the Mean Green. If you liked what you saw here, folks, be sure to head on over to the Protection United YouTube channel and make sure that you click subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every single time we go live so that you don't miss a single episode of the Protect You podcast. With that, folks, that does it for us here inside of Studio Triple J. I've been Jake Wilson, as always, alongside Jay Mickens. Special thanks to Cayden Williams and his family, as well as Cayden Williams and his family. And our excellent producer was Justin Woods. We hope to catch you all on the next one. See you around.